What's up, bros? Me, the professor. Y'all know what time it is. I'm putting my glasses on. Maybe not. Hey, the reason why I brought this up is because a ton of people that make videos about Passport Bros don't have a clue what Passport Bros actually are. I'm one of those Passport Bros who actually is a Passport Bro. What is a Passport Bro? Let's talk about it right here on Ask Professor. What's up? All right, so fellas, if you're listening to me now, you're going to hear me later. One of the things that guys don't realize is that the fellas that are talking smack about us on the internet don't know what they're talking about. And unfortunately, they're getting these crazy ideas that we're this or we're that, which has nothing to do with this. I find it insane. I came down here as a veteran, and I'm just making this a point, is that for some of you fellas that are not, you're living in the United States, you still got a household of stuff, maybe you got an apartment, but your plan is to move. Your plan is to get out of the United States. Yeah, your plan is to get out of the United States for good. And that's what I did. I had this plan, but you see, the problem is for some men, it's a money problem. It's a money thing. And if you're a guy who doesn't have his money right, doesn't have it together, you're going to be like that dude who got stuck down in the Dominican with no damn money. That doesn't work. So here we are. Here we are in 2023. I've been around the world like 60 times already. Okay, so what is a Passport Bro? What is not? Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm going to get my computer out, and we're going to look up some stuff that would qualify you as a Passport Bro, or would disqualify you immediately of being a Passport Bro. First of all, you need to have a damn passport. How do you get one? Go to the post office and apply for one, and in a couple of weeks, you'll have it in the mail. You pay the $180 or whatever, you're done. You got it for 10 years. It's good. Make sure you get the one that has 52 pages. Now, for those fellows that can't get one, I have very good news. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is you're not stuck. If you want to leave the U.S. like for good and you can't get a passport, how can you possibly leave the country? I'm not asking you to do anything illegal. I'm going to tell you how to do things legally. Well, the first question I'm going to ask you is which type of the world do you want? What part of the world do you want to live in? Do you want to live Latin America, or do you want to live Asia? Maybe you want to live in the Caribbean. I got you covered. The professor's got you covered, because at one time the professor was back on child support too. That's right. I had a situation. I had a baby mama terrorist. It was alienating me, and I couldn't see my kid. So guess what? I was like, all right, I guess I'm not gonna pay you then. How do you like that? She didn't care. She knew she was getting paid because it's a contract with the government that you sign when you say that kid is mine. So if you owe over $2,500 in back child support, you can't renew your passport, and you can't even get a passport. But if you got a passport, still got 5 years on it, you're allowed to travel. There's nothing stopping you from traveling. No one has said you can't travel. The second part is if you have a driver's license, or if you have an ID card from the U.S., you can get on a plane and fly your ass to any of U.S. territories. What territories am I talking about? Well, the closest one that I can think of would probably be Puerto Rico. San Juan, Puerto Rico is a great place for a tourist. You got Dominican ladies there. You got Puerto Rican ladies there. You got Venezuelans there. You got Cubans there. You have people from Bolivia, believe it or not. And I've made them all, dated them all, had a great time. I even dated Miss Puerto Rico like 1992. She was old as shit too, guys. But if that's what you want, you can get it. In fact, there's actually towns that are like, all the Dominicans live here in this part of whatever it's called. I can't remember anymore. But it's right there in San Juan, Puerto Rico. There's like 3 million Americans there. If you're a military guy, let's say you're a veteran, there's a VA hospital in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And there's an Army base that has a PX, BX, the whole shit, bro. So you have all the benefits of just like being in the military as a veteran, or, a veteran who is a veteran, period. DD 214 hold motherfucking veteran can go anywhere they wish in Puerto Rico, and you can have all the benefits of being around the service members. So there's that. Puerto Rico is a good place if you're Latina, lover like me. Punto. Yeah. Now, what's the second place that you guys who are non-passport bros can go to if, let's say, that you like Jamaican culture? You're not going to go to Jamaica, so don't get this idea you're going to go jump on a cruise ship that has a closed circuit and you're just going to go to Jamaica and not get back on the ship. Okay? Then your ass is in trouble. Don't do that. It's a bad plan. Instead, what you can do is go to the United States Virgin Islands. Virgin Islands is one little hop next to Puerto Rico, and you're more than capable of going there without a passport. It's also US dollar. You can live there, guys. You can get a post office box. You can get a job there. You work for US dollars. And what do you know? You're overseas. Hallelujah. The third place that you go to, if you like Asians or you like if you like Pacificers, which would be like Hawaiians, is go to the North Mariana Islands, Guam, for example. And once again, if you are a military member or ex-military member, the Guam has an air base there. Now remember, guys, Guam is very small, and you'll probably go kabloomy nuts over there if you decided to go there. But I'm not going to steer you in any particular way. I'm just telling you, if you want to live at peace, you cannot get a passport because you owe child support. Or let's say you have this other issue that someone brought up recently, and that is you used to be a drug trafficker. So you can't get a passport because you have a felony conviction or you're waiting trial. So it's the only reasons a person who has a felony can't get a passport. That is not true that a person with a felony can get a passport. That's a lie. So whoever's telling these people that is full of fucking shit and they don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so, and I didn't take 3 seconds to look that up on Google. It's like, can someone with a felony get a passport? And the answer is absolutely yes, you fucking can. So all you haters that are trying to tell these guys not to even try because they got felonies, not to even try because they owe child support. Let me tell you what I did. I moved to Puerto Rico and I paid my child support off, chiseled that shit away little by little. When I finally paid it off, I renewed my passport and motherfucker, my ass was in Colombia. You better believe it. Now, I just want to mention this because there's a lot of kids in this world that are being alienated from their fathers. They're not allowed to see their dads. And what I'm telling guys is that wash your fucking hands. If their mothers are being combative or whatever, wash your hands of that bullshit. You don't have to deal with them. What you can do, however, is get your life in order while you're at one of these U.S. Territories. You can get a bank while you're there. You can start a business while you're there, an LLC. It works just like the States. It's all US dollar. You can drive your car just like a regular car. You don't need a special license. It's a regular driver's license because it's part of the United States, and you do not need a passport for that. So all my non-passport bros, don't worry. You can get a passport eventually. If it's delayed, means you still got some time to pay off that child support. That's fine. If you want to live somewhere in peace is the whole point. It's not running away from child support or the ex-wife or anything. It's finding new life in place of that bad old life that you had. And I guarantee you guys, you're going to meet some of these ladies over there and you're going to be like, okay, I get it. I get it. See, we're not dealing with prostitutes. We're not dealing with dirty foots. We're not dealing with poor people that are so desperate. I don't need to explain or express to anyone why it is that the woman that I'm with is not poor. She's not desperate. She's got her own money and she's educated. So what are you talking about? And yesterday I heard Anthony Spade throwing me under the bus specifically, saying that women that we date over here are the lowest bottom, that mostly whores. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like he hasn't even been anywhere. And yet I know he has because he used to be Air Force with me. Anyway, guys, I'm the professor. I really didn't want to make this too long of a video, but it seems to me like there's been some quite big ignorant points being pointed out that are absolutely not true. Another thing is that passport bros are both white men and black men and Asian men and any other kind of American man who wants to get his ass out of the United States and live somewhere else with their passport because they want to live in peace. And they say, we're over here for the girls because they're dirty. They don't have Get that fuck out of here. What are you talking about? You don't know what you're even talking about. It's sad to say, but the ignorance is like they don't want the black guys to go away. So, oh, this is even better. They tell black guys that, oh, passport bros are dusty, they're sex tourists, all this stuff. Oh, is that what you're saying about me? Are you saying that the woman that I'm with is a dusty prostitute? Is that what you're saying? Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, guys, but it seems to me like the shaming that they're not saying is that because we're white, we're expats, and they're black, so that they're sex tourist passport bros, which is a bunch of fucking shit. That's a lie. And they also see, this is the thing, they automatically assume all black guys have felonies. That's the thing that I don't quite understand, because all my friends that are black have never been put in jail. They still got both parents. They've had careers. Guys that are getting out of the military. You see what I'm saying? And it seems to me like this mentality of the Matrix that only wants to hurt black men, and that hurt them. It's because hurt people, period. Anyway, I'm the professor. If you got any questions whatsoever, you can check me out right here. I'm also on veteranswithoutborders.com, and I do care about you veterans. So get your passport and get your asses down here to Latin America. I'm the professor, and I'm out. Thank you so much.